What's going on, everyone? Burbank Aviation here, and welcome back to another video. Today we got the February 2024 Windsor Locks International Airport update for you guys. We got a really exciting airport update for you guys here with more new routes, aircraft changes, and also stuff to go over in today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really help me out. And anyways, let's just get started. We're going to start down over here in the cargo section. We're just going to knock off this UPS 767 right here. This is the Dash 300, a very common visitor here for Windsor Locks cargo-wise. This guy's going to be heading on over to Ontario after arriving in from Louisville, or 2767 routes, even though Louisville does also get some A300s and MD-11s. And the 757 right here is going to be running our 2757 services, which are Philadelphia, excuse me for that. He's going to be heading out to Philadelphia after arriving in from Chicago, Rockford. The FedEx 767-300 here is going to be making our two standard services on over to Memphis. That's where he's heading after arriving in from Indianapolis, sorry. Our two FedEx services here, both 767s. So very nice to see that right there. Now starting on over here with the commercial, the JetBlue A321 in the first mint livery, finally being able to use an A321 in these updates. This guy's going to be heading on over to West Palm Beach after arriving in from Orlando. West Palm Beach, a 2 daily, 1 A320, 1 A321. Orlando, a 3 daily, 2 A320, 1 A321. So now two routes getting this A321 back into service at this airport, which I'm super glad. I'm going to finally be able to use these realistically at this airport. Going to be a huge help, so I'm very excited to be able to use that in the future. Hopefully we'll get these A321s to stay for a while, even get them on some more routes. But we still have pretty much the same thing for most of the routes. The JetBlue A321, he's flown in for the A320. This guy's going to be heading on over to Miami after arriving in from San Juan. Miami, 1 daily, San Juan, a 2 daily right there. The Delta Connection CRJ 700 flown in for a CRJ-900 as always. He's going to be heading on over to New York LaGuardia on the turnaround service, a 6-weekly CRJ-900 right there, operated by Endeavor. The 737-900 here for Delta. This guy's going to be heading on over to Atlanta on the turnaround service. Atlanta, we are averaging a 4 daily right now. We are getting 5 daily on Mondays and Fridays, which is super nice. 737 still the predominant thing, mainly the 900ZR, but still quite a few 800s. But then A320 is getting into loop. We're getting about 8 A320s a week. So that's super nice right there. Delta's doing a very nice job on that service. The Delta 717 right there is going to be heading on over to Minneapolis, St. Paul in the turnaround service. That is a 2 daily, 1717, 177, 800. A very consistent service here for Delta. The final Delta aircraft right here, the 737-900, this guy's going to be on the Detroit turnaround service. Detroit is averaging a 2 daily, getting 3 daily flights on Thursdays and Fridays. 717, 737-900 are the main things. But on Thursday and Friday, you get an additional CRJ-900 flight on Endeavor. So very nice to see that right there by Delta. Maybe we'll see 3 daily throughout the week go up here in the near future. The Frontier A20 Neo right here, Poppy the Prairie Dog Tail. This guy's going to be heading on over to Orlando after arriving in from San Juan. San Juan is a 1 daily A320 right there. Orlando kind of goes on and off, mainly going back between 1 and 2 daily right there. So that's super nice to see right there. Got the Southwest 737 MAX 8 right here. I'm trying to get an angle. This guy's going to be heading on over to Baltimore after arriving in from Fort Myers. Fort Myers is a Saturday-only service right there, and Baltimore a 4 daily. Freedom 177-800 right here. This guy's going to be heading on over to Tampa after arriving in from Nashville. Tampa is a 1 daily, getting a 2nd daily flight on Sunday, though. Nashville, a 1 daily all around. So that's very nice to see right there. Moving on over here to the Bravo concourse. Let's see if I can get set up nicely here. The United 77-800 right here, Evo Blue livery. This guy's going to be heading on over the nonstop turnaround service out to Washington Dulles International Airport. We are getting these at least 6 out of 7 days of the week. On Saturdays, we get 1 of these. Sunday, the only day we don't get these. And then on the weekdays, we get 2 of these. So you'll mainly see this, and then they may still operate E1 5, but on Saturday we will get a couple of Commutair E145s right there. So very nice. Sorry about that, but like I was saying, right here we got this beautiful United A20 right here. This is a Gemini Jets model. If it will focus, come on, camera. I've had problems focusing right here all day. There we go. This guy's gonna be heading on over to the non-stop turnaround service out to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. That is a 2 daily right there, even though we are fairly inconsistent throughout the week. 5 daily sets of aircraft combinations. Most common thing you'll see here is the A319 by far, but you also see the 737-800 quite often, or not quite often, but you'll see the 737-800 about 3 times a week. You'll see the A320 about 3 times a week, and then you'll get a couple of 737-700s and E175s on that service throughout the week. Moving on over to probably the best part of these updates, because these are always the biggest of the aircraft. The American sections. Right here we got the American 737-800. This guy's going to be heading on over to Chicago O'Hare after arriving in from Dallas. Dallas, a 1 daily 737-800, very consistent right there. Chicago O'Hare, mainly getting 3 daily, getting 2 daily on Tuesdays and Saturdays though. The E170 by Envoy is the most common thing out of here actually. But we still do get 1 daily 737-800 throughout the week. The E175 right here is going to be heading on over to Washington Reagan on the turnaround service. Washington Reagan, primarily a 6 daily, 5 daily on Sunday, 3 daily on Saturdays. Getting the Series 700, 900, E175. Then on Sundays we do get an A319 flight, which is interesting. But mainly the E175 and then Series 700 the biggest things, but still do get quite a few 900s, over 1 a day, sometimes 2 daily on Saturdays. The sorry about that. The 737-800 right here for American is going to be heading on over to Miami on the turnaround service. Miami is a mainly 2 daily, just 1 daily on Tuesdays. 737-800 entirely. So like I said, mainly 2 daily 737-800s, but Tuesday is a 1 daily. The E145 right here for American Eagle is going to be heading on over to the Philadelphia International Airport. This is a very common visitor right here. That is a 3 daily, 1 E145, which is Piedmont operated, 1 E175 Republic operated, 1 CJ900 PSA operated. So very nice right there by American Eagle. E145, glad to still be able to use this in some of my updates. Very, not very common anymore, so I'm glad to still be able to use this in a couple of updates. Then over there, right on the corner, we got the American A321. This guy is going to be heading on over to Charlotte on the turnaround service. Charlotte is a 4 daily, mainly getting the A321. But we do get 1 daily 737-800, and on Tuesdays we do get an A320 flight, which replaces one of the A321 flights. Over here we got the Spirit A20 Neo right here. This guy is currently going to be taxiing to his gate for the flight on in from Fort Lauderdale. Only turnaround service, or one of 3 operating Spirit services right now. The other 2 is still suspended. Orlando and Myrtle Beach. Fort Lauderdale is a 6 weekly. Outside of Tuesday, a 320 right there, so very nice. The 737-700 right here for Southwest in the Canyon Blue colors is going to be heading on over to Orlando after arriving in from Chicago Midway. Chicago Midway is a 2 daily, but we do get 1 daily on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And then Orlando is our most inconsistent one, primarily getting 1 daily, but then 2 daily on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then on the weekends we do get a 3 daily right there. Our Breeze lineup right here is very nice. I always enjoy doing this little section because Breeze always has the most news, which includes this update. So we got the Breeze E195 here on the left. This guy's going to be arriving in from Charleston, our only E195 service right now. That is operating half of the flights, which is a 6 weekly service. They operate on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, while the A220-300 operates on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for that service. The A220-300 here on the right is going to be heading on over to Norfolk after arriving in from Fort Myers. So Fort Myers is over the 1 daily hump right now. That's super awesome to see. So we're getting 1 daily, but on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, we get a second A220-300 So getting a total of 10 weekly flights. So that is crazy. But very nice job here by Breeze. Not the only route that goes over the one daily. Vero Beach right behind it. They get 9 weekly flights with an extra A220, so 2 A220 engines on Fridays and Saturdays. They're doing a very nice job. So we have a lot of services coming that are starting to get very close to 1 daily. Some are even working their way towards 2 daily, which is crazy. But Charleston is almost there. That is 6 week. Jacksonville's fairly close at a 4 weekly. Those are the closest ones. We get a couple 3 weeklies. But lots of news coming up here in the so we'll go over that in a moment. After we hit the final aircraft of today's video, the United 77 MAX 9. This guy's making the non-stop turnaround service on over to Denver International Airport, a 1 daily 737 MAX 9. These things are finally back from ground, so we're able to use this in the update. So very nice to be able to put this in. Like I said, 1 daily 77 MAX 9 out to Denver. Alright, so we do have some information to go over right here. Starting with Air Canada, who park in Gate A8. Their service to Toronto is up to a 1 daily from 6 weekly, so that's super exciting. Glad to see that's finally up to a 1 daily. The Aer Lingus service is coming back next month. That resumes on March 14th, so I'm super excited for that. Spirit, that Fort Lauderdale service is up to a 6 weekly from 5 weekly, so seeing some increase there. That's super awesome. And then JetBlue, the biggest news here for all the other carriers outside of Breeze. Orlando, all these are up, which is super awesome. Orlando's up to a 3 daily from 2 daily. San Juan, a 2 daily from 1 daily. And Miami, a 1 daily from 5 weekly. So very nice to see all that increase right there. Then we got to hit the last bit of news. Always the biggest and the best bit of news. Here over here with Breeze Airlines. Got a lot of news for them here. So we're going to start with Charleston. That is up to a 6 weekly from 4 weekly. Super awesome to see that right there. Vero Beach, like I mentioned, now getting an extra daily flight on Fridays and Saturdays. So those are 2 daily. Sarasota is up to a 3 weekly from 2 weekly. So that's super awesome. Fort Myers is up to a 1 daily from 6 weekly. But then on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, we get a 2nd daily flight, so super awesome, like I mentioned there. The one little bit of bad news here for Breeze, Phoenix, that service will end May 26th. Phoenix I think it just really didn't work out for Breeze, so I'm pretty sure they're just pulling out of Phoenix, which definitely sucks, but still, it was nice to see what that lasts. We still have for quite a while. We still have it for about 3 more months. But to compromise that, we got 3 new services starting up here. So we'll have Cincinnati that will start up on May 2nd. One of the 2 services starting up on May 2nd. That is a 3 weekly, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. We have Greenville / Spartanburg. That will start on May 24th, being a 2 weekly, Mondays and Fridays. And then Myrtle Beach will start up on May 2nd as well. Another 2 weekly, Sundays, Thursdays right there. So lots of news to come over, or not lots of news to wait for there, especially for Breeze. Got quite a few upcoming routes, so I'm super excited for that. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really helped me out. I'm super close to getting that watch hour mark. I have about 2 weeks left to get about 100 watch hours, so I'm really trying to push it there. Hopefully we'll have about 1 more breakout video here. But I really hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.